Okay, sorry, I made. This is how you take your boots off. So I like to put my stick into the little hole thing at the end. And then push down to release my one ski. And then I put my ski at the back of the other one. And I press that, and it releases it.
Okay, how do you put them on?
This is how you put them on. So first, make sure to get all the snow off your boots and off your skis. So then you can easily get on better. So you can just hit it off with your pole. And then you put it in the front half to where it matches. And then you press down and it'll click into position.
Did you do the other one?
Yeah.
Jace.
And same with the other one. And if you can't get it off, you can use like a credit card to scrape it off. And that is on the very icy days. And then you're ready to go. So there's 3 ski organizations in America. The first one is Professional Ski Instructors of America, which helps ski instructors get certified for their job and become a better teacher. And then there's Ski and Snowboard, U.S. Ski and Snowboard of America, which helps kids who are interested in going into the Olympics, get ready to actually go into the Olympics. And then Ski Patrol trains volunteers to be certified for the safety of all snow sports. Okay, ready?
Keep going.
Keep going a little further. Gonna make it bend and break. Say a prayer, but let the good times roll. I got another
A little backcountry skiing. Adverse conditions. Remember the herringbone. Herringbone. Hockey stops. One way. Now do it the other side. And the other side.
Two.
Okay, side slips. One side. Go. Side slips. Direction. Other direction. I don't know if this is. There you go. Very good. Traverse across. Okay. Good job. Got it. traversed it all the way across the trail. Go.
Small radius turn. Medium radius turn. Long radius turn.
Okay. 5 or more Christies. Linked wedge turns on a steeper slope.
I'm going to explain 2 different types of lifts. So the first one is a PAMA lift, and what it is it's a metal bar with like a frisbee shaped thing underneath, and what you do is whenever it comes around you hold it and you put it in between your legs, and your skis are still on like the floor, on the ground, on the snow, and it pulls you up, and you're not sitting back or like leaning in it or trying to like actually like sit on it. It's just like pulling you forward. And the second one is a gondola, and it's like an enclosed pod that sits 6 to 8 people. What you do is you put your skis on the side, and then you sit down, and then you wait till you get to the top, and then you put your skis back on and get off.
Moguls. Okay. Gliding wedge, and then she will do straight run up ahead. We are skiing in snowy conditions. straight run.
Okay, so requirement C. Explain the precautions pertaining to avalanche safety, including the responsibilities of individuals regarding avalanche safety. So a few signs of avalanche safety: say you're going down a really tight slope, and avalanches normally occur from 40 degrees to 60 degrees, because I mean that's very steep. And then it also happens sometimes. There'll be signs that'll say like, warning, there might be an avalanche. So sometimes if it like snows again, then there's gonna be like snow on top of another snow layer, and if that snow layer is like not as stable, then the one on top, and the one on top is kind of like heavier, it'll start sliding down, and then everything else will slide down. And then if you hear cracking while you're skiing or snowboarding. And then to protect yourself, if you know that it's coming, try to get your skis in like kind of a position to where it wouldn't like hurt your legs or your arms or another body part. And then once it comes, do a swimming motion to keep your head above the avalanche snow so you can breathe still. Do not put your head under. And then if you have other people and they don't really know how to do avalanche safety, or you're just with them, keep an eye on them for as long as you can and try to remember the last spot that you saw them, so then it's easier to find them. So then try to help them know what to do before you go. And at some ski resorts, like the one I'm at, there's a sign. There might be a sign that tells you warnings about avalanches for like a reminder. And then avalanches will probably happen on a way steeper slope. Okay, so requirement B. 1B. Discuss first aid and prevention for the types of injuries or illnesses that could occur while participating in snow sports, including hypothermia, frostbite, shock, dehydration, sunburn, fractures, bruises, sprains, and strains. Tell how to apply splints. Okay, so the first one is hypothermia. So that's when you're getting really cold. So what you want to do is, say you're like really warm and you have an extra layer, then put that layer on top of them. Say you don't have like any extra layer and like you're almost cold too. If you put the person's body next to another person's body, then you guys can then they can share heat, so then the person can heat up. And sometimes say you have like hot water, and you can put that, you can tell them to rub it on their body or keep it in certain places of their body, so then it heats them up. And with hand warmers, you can do the same. And then frostbite. Frostbite is next level. Frostbite is when, say for example, your fingers or your nose turn blue and white or purple and all of the above. Say they turn those colors, then you have frostbite, and if you don't treat it, your finger's gonna pop off. So what you do is, if you have hand warmers, slowly put them on. Don't put them on very fast, otherwise that will give you shock. And then for frostbite, also, say it's on your thumb, you can put it inside your hand and then cup your hand, and you can blow into your hand with hot air. Or you could put your thumb in here, and then you could blow there with hot hot air, so it warms up. But then don't get it too hot, too quick. Slowly warm up. Okay, the next one is shock. So shock is where, say, you go from going really cold to really hot, or really hot to really cold. So you want to make sure, you want to calm them down, tell them to take deep breaths, and so you want to kind of like try to wake them up so then they can calm down, and then you kind of want to try to get them, say they're like more colder than hot, then you want to get them a bit more, like maybe a bit more cold, and say they're more like hot than cold, then you probably want to get them a bit more hot. So you're trying to get them hot or cold. Like you don't want to get them, you don't want to be like, oh, let's do cold. Oh no, now let's do hot. Or you can go in the middle between the two. But you definitely want to make sure that they're alive and they're calm. Dehydration. So what you do is you'd try to bring them a bit lower down the mountain, so then there's like more air, and then you give them water, but make sure that they don't just like chug it down, otherwise it doesn't do anything. Take small sips like every second, so then it helps get rehydrated. And then sunburn, make sure to put on sunscreen to prevent that, because otherwise the sun's going to reflect off the snow and hit your eyes. And then if you do get sunburn or someone else does get sunburn, try to bring them in the shade and find sunscreen. If not, try to just ski in the shade for a while. And you might be able to like get some Aquaphor. And then fractures. So for a fracture, you're gonna want to do like a sprain. So for fractures, you're gonna want a closed fracture. You're probably gonna want to do a sprain and make sure that. And if you don't have the materials, then you can get like your net gaiter or something, and then just wrap it around the fracture. Or if it's open, you definitely want to get help. But then you can also do a splint, but just make sure that you try to like make sure that doesn't get infected, otherwise that can make it way worse. And you gotta calm them down, otherwise blood is gonna flow out of their body faster. And bruises. Well, say you get a bruise and you're nearby snow, you can just like put the snow on top of it for a while, because I mean ice does help. So you can put the snow on top of it, or you could like take it easy on it and like not do too much. And depending on how bad it is, like say it's like a really, really bad bruise, you probably want to get them like relaxed, so then they can like heal a bit faster. And then sprains and strains, you do the rice method, which is rest. So you want them like laying down, trying to rest, and then you want to put ice on it. So say you don't have an ice pack, you can just put like snow. And then compression, so you want to like squeeze it and make sure that it's compresses, so then it doesn't so then it like it's more comfortable. So you compress it with the snow on it, if you have your gloves or not. And then elevation, so you want to like elevate it. So say there's like maybe a rock nearby, you could put it on top of the rock. Or say you can make like a clump of snow, you can put it on there, and you can call for help. And then splints. What you do for splints is you get like 2 sticks, and then you put it around, like say they injured their arm, you'd put like one here and then one here, and then you would wrap like a piece of cloth around it, or maybe your neck gaiter, or maybe like if you have a scarf, you could do that. So, yeah.